everyone, Spencer here, also known as Screen Speak, and in today's video, this is a ranking of all 6, if there's 6, MCU movies in Phase 5, because Phase 5 just ended with Thunderbolts. That said, we're going to get started, so without further ado, let's rank. Alright guys, so there are, as I just said, actually this was the 6 movies. I was right about 6, because it has Secret Invasion and Ironheart on this list that are part of Phase 5. But again, those are TV shows, we're not including TV shows, and I will be doing a tier list video when Fantastic Four comes out of every single, not just post Endgame, but every single MCU film that's out there. So be sure to get excited for that. Put that on your calendars for after Fantastic Four comes out. That I will be doing a tier list video of when Fantastic Four comes out. I got all the MCU films planned to do. So that'll be great and exciting. So yeah, so Phase 5 just wrapped. And I'm excited to do that after Fantastic Four comes out. But this one, a big heavy hitter, and the heavy hitter just finished for Phase 5. So I'm going to take the time to discuss what I think is best and worst, and I would like you guys to let me know in the comments below what your list is here. Now, I don't have a background behind me because I am back at home. I forgot to mention that in the last video, which was my Thunderbolts review. But anyway, I'm back at home now, not in my dorm back here for summer break, which is a very exciting stuff. But kicking things off with, goodness. I just want to come right out and say it. I mean, this is a toss-up for me. It depends what day of the week, what I'm watching. I'm going with the Marvels. I'm going with the Marvels on this one. So the reason I'm going with the Marvels, this is a struggle, and I'm saying this spontaneously. Just bear with me. So you might think, really, not Quantumania? I did watch a video of Austin Burke yesterday. This is probably going to be like the exact same list. Actually, no, it's not. It's not going to be the exact same list. No, it's not. But it's. I was like, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is the worst of the bunch. And after thinking about it, it's bad. Yes, both of these movies were bad, but I think the Marvels, I had fun at the theater experience. But the only thing I liked about it is Miss Marvel, and that's not good, correct? Like that's not good when one of the characters of your movie is like the best thing about your movie. You gotta have more things about your movie that you like. And that ultimately hurts the movie for me. And the soundtrack is alright, and I just wished it was more memorable. I like Laura Cartman as a composer, but something about the film just doesn't stand out. There's cool action, there's stuff about it that's like, that's pretty cool, but in hindsight, I've never gone back to watch it again, and I'm not saying with any shape or form that the musical aspects is what pulls me out of the film, because people were like, oh, that pulled me out. Nope, that was fine, but there's just elements of the film that I'm like, kind of the pacing and everything, and I'm interested to see where the X-Men come into things in the end credit scene. That was very cool, but beyond that, the structured film as a whole felt very wonky. Speaking of feeling wonky, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is next up. And again, many people put this down at the bottom. The only reason it's not is because I like the character of Ant-Man, because I like this world, seeing more of it, going to this crazy universe in the quantum realm was very cool, very neat concept, and I enjoyed seeing the visuals on screen. I've even gone back to watch the film again, and I think that kind of says something. You know, I like the soundtrack of this film, done by Christoph Beck. I almost said Peyton Reed, which is the director, so I messed that up. Peyton Reed directed the film. Again, he did all 3 Ant-Man movies, and I think you can feel that in the film itself. Like, okay, he's determined, dedicated to taking the time to develop this Ant-Man world. Whereas Captain Marvel 2, it's a departure, it's a different director, so you kind of feel the discourse there beyond the two Captain Marvel films. But Ant-Man, the main problem of this specific film is Kang, and how Kang is just defeated by ants, which is a little stupid. And the film just kind of has some dumb logic, nonsense all over the place. But like I said, I have gone back to watch it more so than the Marvels, and I would go back to watch Quantumania, not because I'm saying it's my favorite MCU film, but because there's elements in there that's crazy, bonkers, oh, I like the Ant-Man characters, things like that make me go, I'll choose you over the Marvels. Moving on from that is Captain America Brave New World. Now, to be really honest, there's not a big gap between any of these movies so far, but Quantumania is one that I would go back to over Captain America, and you might be like, well, why did you put it over? Why did you not put it over Captain America? The only reason I've done this is because I think Captain America is a more grounded film and more sustainable, easy to digest than Quantumania. But if I'm going to pick a movie to click on, like just to have as fun background noise, I'm going to pick Ant-Man to watch Quantumania because of the fun visuals, and that's just my choice. But Captain America, to sit down in the theater and go, that was a great digestible movie. It was, and there's elements here that were not great at all. Like the action's fun, but the plot story is just kind of like, huh. So it's fun to see Red Hulk fighting Cap for like 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, about 10 minutes, and you know the aerial scenes are flying around in Cuba, no, not Cuba, wherever it was, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, somewhere like that. So it's fun, but like Quantumania, your movie should not just be, look, that's kind of fun, that's kind of cool. You have to have a story there, and there was a story there in Captain America, but with the adamantium and all that, but you can't just do that. You have to have more in order to be good. And the end credit scene was so kind of piss poor. They've done a piss poor job of Captain America. I like Sam Jackson. I think he's been elevated to be Captain America. Like I'm not having a problem with him being Captain America by any stretch of the imagination. I'm saying that, oh, we've had a series for him. Didn't care. I didn't care. And this movie, however, I enjoyed it for the most part. It's just like, it felt like when I was watching it going, isn't this the same thing we just did in the series? But like, I don't know if I should have the shield. President, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, what are we doing here for the full almost 2 hours we're doing this? Like an hour and 50 minutes. Whatever. I couldn't care less. So that's that. Next up is, oh, sheesh. Nope. I'm going with the wrong option here. Number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. This is on number 3. And you guys are like, are you that stupid? Yeah, I am. So the reason I have this here is because I enjoy the movie, and I've seen it like 1.5 times since the theater experience. I watched some of the fight scenes on Disney Plus, and then I watched it. They were live streaming it a while ago. Actually, no, I've seen it like a couple more times. I saw it once last December, and I watched it live streamed again on Disney Plus like a month ago, and there's like a Disney Plus live stream channel. So then I checked it out again, and it's interesting. I think the movie is fine as is, like story wise, really good, and to be fair, it's a perfect Guardians film. It's not it's a perfect movie, but like it's a fine superhero movie, but I was talking about my friend with this about this, Michael, after Thunderbolts. I love Guardians 2 with the father and son relationship, and Guardians 1 is like great as is, but Guardians 2 is like just great because of that father-son relationship. And I love the soundtrack. Tyler Bates from 1 and 2 and he's not coming back to do the soundtrack. Now, I can hear all of you typing like, who gives an F about the soundtrack? I do, because it feels, the soundtrack is done by John Murphy, who, if you don't know, did the Suicide Squad soundtrack, James Gunn's Suicide Squad soundtrack. In Guardians 3, the soundtrack sounds much like that movie, and it drives me nuts because I'm thinking about Thunderbolt, and I'm thinking about the Suicide Squad. I think it sounds exactly like that movie, and I'm like, it's not that movie. If you want to compare yourself to Suicide Squad, watch a different movie. I don't, no, they're not, the Guardians are not Suicide Squad. Stop this madness. And that's one thing. Two, I don't care about this version of Gamora. She's kind of an arrogant turd. She's not the same Gamora, so she's acting arrogant, and it drives me nuts. And Rocket is in a coma for half the movie. So we have this origin, cool, very heartbreaking, but we don't have that team like Rocket, like, you know, formed in Guardians 2. So it's just a little nitpicks like that. I love the movie, but it's why it's knocked down 2 steps. And I've watched it since, but I'm just not like. And I like the movie. I just wish it was higher for me. That said, Deadpool and Wolverine is runner-up number 2. Do I have to even say anything about this? I mean, I don't have any issues with it. I love this movie. I laughed my head off in the theater. I continue to laugh my head off at it today. That opening sequence, the bye scene, to the car fight scene, to finding all the Deadpool variants at the end, and Wolverine, the variants, the montage, and you see Deadpool with the helmet. Like, I literally got this popcorn bucket of Wolverine to go to the movie. Like, that's how excited I was for this movie, and I ate this movie up. So I don't think there's really anything else more to say about this. The jokes, the humor, same thing. And I mean, the jokes, humor, comedy, mix it all in to the drama. It's beautiful, and it felt like the first 2 in the MCU. Great, perfect Deadpool movie. That's all I can say about that. And number 1 is Thunderbolts. You are probably surprised. Is this recency bias? Maybe a little bit, but you could say Deadpool and Wolverine would be recency bias because it just came out a little while ago. But the reason for Thunderbolts is because of the message here. It's the message, it's the story, it's the incredible, it's the fact that it's grounded too. I really, like, for all of you fans out there that are the Guardians 3 fans, I respect that. No, I'm not hating on you. I respect it. I mean, I still like Guardians 3. I just, knocked it down. It's not the worst film of Phase 5. It's not. No, it's just number 3. But Thunderbolts, I absolutely love. I was so pumped up by the trailers, and I knew. I mean, I could tell right away that it was. I could tell right away that I'm bad at the bone. I could tell right away that it was grounded from the trailers, but then watching the movie, there's Sentry and Void, which is a flying superhero, but that's the villain. That's the threat, right? All the superheroes, all the Thunderbolt team are grounded characters, and which it makes it more realistic. Not to say, like, I know we've seen 2 Guardians films before Guardians 3, not to say that we didn't think Guardians 3 was going to be realistic. We've seen Avengers, Endgame, and Thanos and whatnot, but I digress that Thunderbolts just was perfect with the emotion, with the related themes about grief, facing your fears, mental health. It's all there, and I felt that, like, it hit home to me, and I know a lot of other people, and just talking about it with my friend afterwards, and hearing, like, my parents went and saw it, and just like, wow, this film is, like, amazing, and yeah, I was just starstruck. I was starstruck in the theater, like, watching about how good the film was, from the editing and everything else beyond that to, I mean, I made my review on it, but it's so good. It's so good, and I need to watch this film again, like, multiple times on Disney Plus, and that's my list, guys. That's my list. I have no qualms with that list, because I was debating, like, well, what do I put at the bottom? The Marvels is right there. Ant-Man and the Wasp is right there. Is up next. Shoot, I didn't even, because I don't even write this. Sorry. The Marvels, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Captain America, Brave New World, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Thunderbolts. That's my list of all 6 MCU Phase 5 movies. So yeah, again, I didn't do one of these for Phase 4, but I mean, there's like a lot more. I mean, actually, a lot more, I don't know. But you know what's crazy to me? The films. I mean, there's only 6 here, and I think there are more. I'm gonna have to take a look after this video, and there are more. But like, you know, there's the shows too. But there's only 2 shows in Phase 5. Well, not excluding Agatha. I don't know why they don't include Agatha on this list, or what if? But whatever. The shows are kind of meh, or even Daredevil. But that's my list of the 6 Phase 5 movies. Let me know what your list is in the comments below. I know mine is a little bit different. I'm sure I'm sure people aren't about Guardians 3. They're not going to approve of Guardians 3, but I think it's a fair list. I mean, it's just my list. It's all subjective. So let me know what you think of my list. Let me know your list down in the comment section below. Love to read what you got. As they say in Rick and Morty, show me what you got. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and follow me. Don't forget to do whatever I'm saying right now. Don't forget to keep calm, watch the stream. Peace out, everyone. Bye.